Hello, everybody. Welcome to our Tuesday lunch chat. I'm Sarah Keller, the owner of Not Another Hat, and I'm coming to you live from right inside Not Another Hat. I know, it's crazy, right? So welcome. I'm so glad you could join us today. I have some lovelies to show you, some finished shop samples. So, hi, Lee. Yes, I hope that you all have some knitting or crocheting to keep you going through this crazy cold weather the entire country is experiencing. Everywhere just seems to be being hit. It's just usually never happens like that where we all just get walloped, but that seems to be what's happening. We're due for another big doozy of an ice storm coming in this afternoon that might just shut everything down like it likes to. So happy Tuesday indeed. So first off, I want to tell you about something really fun that's starting probably this weekend. That's presuming that the tracking holds on the shipments. Everything gets a little bit delayed around here when there's bad weather because we just don't have a lot of access to this town via highways, etc., and they get particularly locked in during bad weather. And I know a lot of people who are from like the Midwest and the Northeast who get in Canada, serious winter, they kind of probably want to roll their eyes at us. But we just have a little bit of a unique geographic situation where cold gets locked in and we tend to get really bad ice, making the roads undrivable. So it's not so much that we just get pounded with snow, but we just actually get ice that just F's everything up. So when that happens, it's hard to get packages. It's hard to do pretty much anything here. And so we are expecting a trunk show from Purl Talk to arrive on the 18th. And so Purl Talk, as you might know, is who makes Suri, which is the most delicious alpaca silk blend ever. It's a brushed alpaca silk. And yeah, it is just Laura at Purl Talk, the dyer. She is incredible. She is very, very scientific about her dye process. I mean, she gets it down to like the temperatures for certain colors, etc. And so we're getting a whole trunk show from her, not just the Suri, including samples. I can't wait. So I will be highlighting this on next Tuesday's video, but please keep your eye out. We will try to get this stuff up on the website as soon as we possibly can once it gets here. And I just have to tell you, I missed last Tuesday because I was under the weather. I actually started the new year off with COVID. Yay! Not. And so I was still kind of recovering, etc. that last Tuesday. And just when I went to grab some Suri to show you, I went by this, which is Lang Paillettes, gorgeous sparkle, and this, which is Suri. And I thought, oh my gosh, wouldn't something with these two together, the sparkle base is gray. That's why, but it's a gold paillette. This color name is Brain Fog. I could not believe it. Seriously, this name is Brain Fog. And this is what caught my eye. So anyways, I think I might try to dream up something with the Suri and the paillettes. I actually have something very fun coming in the Suri, not related to paillettes. So I must be in a Suri frame of mind. So anyways, stay tuned for that because that will be coming along shortly. But hello, Jill. I'm glad that you hopped on the video because I'm about to talk about your latest sample. So Jill just finished the most gorgeous sweater ever. Oh, I'm sitting on the tag. Here we go. This is the Moonflower Pullover. How beautiful is this? This is gorgeous, and it is just squishy yummy. And this is out of none other than Manos Alpaca Heather. So that's what is behind me all down this wall. Manos de Uruguay Alpaca Heather. It's, is it 60-40 or 50-50? Oh, how about 70-30? How about none of the above? 70-30. So it's 70% wool and 30% alpaca, which is like my favorite because if you have too much alpaca, it's too drapey and it's too hot. And it weighs too much in a finished garment. So I like a good dose of wool in my alpaca to help balance it, give it more shape memory, make it not quite so hot, etc. And this is just a delectable blend. So there are 3 natural shades that come in 100-gram skeins. A gray, a beige, and like a toast kind of color. And what's ours? Ours is the toast. Yeah, this sweater is in like the toast color. Am I calling it the right thing? Let me just double check. Toast. And then it takes 2 contrast colors, and one of them is it the, oh, it's this pink right here. That's one of the colors that we use. This is called Cactus Flower. And then we used this blue, dark blue green, which is called North Sea. I'll get it close again so you can see. And it's just a 2-color design in the yoke, and then the rest of it is just a straightforward pullover. Absolutely beautiful. It would be a lovely, lovely little winter project for you. And I didn't put any bundles together because it's pretty straightforward. And of course, you wouldn't have to use one of the naturals as your base if you wanted a little bit more color and contrast. You could use something like this Kohl, is this Kohl? K-O-H-L. And then the other 2 pops of color. The choice is entirely yours, but it's really easy to put together some stunning combinations if you would like to make your own cactus flower sweater. So I highly encourage it. I knit a sweater in Alpaca Heather, and I absolutely treasured every stitch that I made. This yarn has just got something magical going on. And I did some foolish knitter things, like sometimes we do, where I didn't pay attention to the sleeve length, and the sleeves were just monstrous on me. Like, just the whole sweater I made slightly too large. I wish I'd kept it, because then I just made myself larger in recent years. but it was too big for me for a few years, and I sold it. It was Garden Gate, yeah, by Jennifer Steingass. And I really, really loved it and loved knitting with it, but it didn't fit me right. Sold it. So now I'm kind of itching actually to make myself something else in this yarn. I mean, look at those colors right here. So many beauties. You're not able to see this gorgeous blue. They're kind of hidden. So really, it's just perfect for color work. And that's one of the other things I love, is that the natural neutral skeins, they're the 100-gram skeins, and then the rest of these are 50-gram skeins. So it's a lot more doable to play with color in 50-gram skeins. You don't have to buy a whole 100-gram, $30-something skein. So the 50-grammers are 18. So just really, really beautiful. Julia remembers my Garden Gate. She says that was such a pretty sweater. If you'd kept it, one of your daughters probably would have stolen it anyway. You're 100% correct. 100%. Yes. So Moonflower, everybody go check that out. This, I would have put it on my body, except this is not my size. I can hold it up and pretend. This is Jill size. So it's on display here, though, if you're local and you would like to come and see it in person. So we're going to do a little bit of magic. And it's not going to be anything remotely close to magic, because it's probably going to be clunky bumpy, but I'm going to move. So please bear with me. I'm going to stand up and move the camera and sit down again in a different part of the store. Hold tight. Okay, I don't even know how my view is going to look here, but I'm in another spot. Okay, we got a new yarn in, new to us, and I don't know how many of you tuned in on Friday and saw Ingrid and I's live chat talking about all things knit along for our winter knit along, tea with German bread. I showed you a ton of options. I showed you like 3 that I was in love with, and I told you all how indecisive I was, that I wanted them all. I went in a completely different direction. I didn't even go with something that I showed you on the video. And that's because it came in just like Thursday or something like that. So it wasn't on my radar as an option. And now I've already swatched. Okay, here's my swatch. I got gauged perfectly on a 7 after I washed and blocked my swatch. And so what I'm using is Jody Long Alba. For those of you that are familiar with Rowan felted tweed, this is the same blend of fiber, same breakdown. So it's 50% wool, 25% alpaca, 25% viscose. And it has definitely a tweedy look. Some of the colorways are more tweedy than others, but it is absolutely gorgeous. Let me just pan. Tons of colors, and I'm blocking some beautiful colors here, but I'm not just using this because it's a DK weight yarn and I didn't think I could get 19 stitches to 4 inches in this. I'm holding it with another new yarn, Universal Penna. Penna, if you remember, is the lace weight brushed alpaca that we just got in. It's alpaca, Suri, and nylon, all three together, 186 yards to 25 grams. So it's a little bit heavier than like the Yes Suri. But the colors are just, they match up so well. So there's a gold Penna and a gold Alba and a blue, and a blue, and there's purple and purple. I mean, oh, you can't see that. Just a second. These purples, it's insane. These are two separate manufacturers. They're not connected at all. But it's crazy how well they match up. So this is my main color, and my first stripe, oops, I am making the biggest mess. Sorry. Where'd it go? Here it is. Okay, so my upper stripe is gonna be this gray held with the black penna. So it'll be a little marley looking. And then my second stripe is going to be the black on black. I'm so stoked. I am so stoked. And I swatched and I was so tickled with how they went together. And it's not overly fuzzy. I don't know if that's coming through at all, but you can kind of see. It's not super, super fuzzy. It's not like overkill on the fuzz. Just enough to be really warm and buttery and cozy. So I'm sorry if I made anybody sick when I moved the camera. Anyway, check out Alba, because not only is it like felted tweed, I actually found it to be a little bit softer hand than felted tweed. And I'm a huge felted tweed fan, but it's just, I don't work with Rowan currently. And so Alba is 100 gram skeins. And so felted tweed was like $16, $17 per 50 gram skein for the same fiber. And Alba is $22 for 100 grams. I'm going to be doing my tea with jam and bread in the size L2 and then comboing up to an XL. So I'm going from L2 up to XL, 2 skeins of the main color. That's it. 2. And if you're looking to do it with Alba, I'm using 4 of these. So really, really good deal. But I mean, seriously, you could make a DK weight sweater with 2 to 3 skeins in a very large size. So really great yarn, really beautiful, really good value for the price. Yeah, 382 yards. Thank you, Julia. So I'm so sorry that I took a whole right turn on everyone after saying, I'm going to use this. Oh, I really want to use this. Lorraine asked how many skeins total. So for me, it's going to be 2 of this, my main color, and then 1 each of my stripes. So 4 skeins of Alba total. And then it's going to take 4 skeins of Penna to hold with it and 2 of the black that I'm holding with both of my stripes. So for me, that's 6 Penna and 4 Alba. So yes, yes. Gosh, I am nothing if not predictable in the fact that I'm not predictable. I mean, after we got off that video, it was so much fun. Ingrid and I had such a good time, and I put all my yarns back, and as I was putting them back, I walked by all of this, and I was like, oh. And I had just knit something in this as soon as it came in, something you'll find out about a little bit later. And I knew I really liked how it felt to knit with, and it knitted up in a fabric, etc. And that was it. The wheel started spinning, and there it was. It's not too late to join our knit along. So if you are interested in getting in on the fun, which you absolutely should be, you can go and sign up on our blog for the knit along. So if you just go to our blog page, scroll down 2 posts, we've got a whole post on the Moonflower Pullover I just showed you. But go to the blog post for the knit along. At the very bottom is a sign up to get your name on the list. What that does is it puts you in the running for some prize drawings, and it gets you emails with the precious Zoom links to join us. And if you can't make it live, the replay links. So you will not get those emails unless you have actually signed up on that blog post. So we don't want to bombard everyone who's not participating with a bunch of emails. That's why we ask the people who want to please sign up. And then you also get 10% off your knit along yarn. So then you can get a special little discount. So club members, don't forget your discount's bigger, and you have a code in your club information. That's a benefit of being in the club, everybody. So if you're wondering what Not Another Club is all about, one of the things it's about is special discounts on yarn. And in this case, they're getting 20% off. So it's totally worth it to be in the club. Enrollment happens in late summer every year. So just keep that in the back of your mind. Sue says she wants to do this, but she's not sure if she can start right away, and she hasn't ordered the yarn. Oh yeah, well Sue, just go ahead and sign up, because then you can still participate. You can hop on the Zooms and listen to everybody talking about it, even if you're still in the deciding stage about what yarns to use, etc. You'll still get all of that great information about swatching or Ingrid's tips, etc. I mean, Ingrid, who runs our knit-alongs, I mean, those of you who've done them already, you know she is the hostess with the mostest. She always comes really prepared. It's not like we just get on and knit for an hour and just talk about whatever. Ingrid always has very solid pointers, etc., to talk to you about throughout the pattern as we work together. So it's absolutely worth it. If you think you might want to do it, Sue, sign up so that you get that email. You can even join us on a Zoom and be working on something else. There's no Zoom police. There's no Zoom police in our knit-alongs. But absorb all of that great information, and then also get access to the replays so that when you do start your tea with German bread, you get to you get the benefit of all that knowledge. I said German bread. Yes, we did try to time this so that it would kind of be starting towards the end of the Taos Poncho, the olive knits January knit along, so that they didn't run on top of each other, because we know that so many of you are also great olive knits knitters and working on those right now. So thank you. Julia just shared the link for Sue of Ingrid and I's chat from Friday if you want to review all of the yarns that we threw out as possible. Oh yeah. Yes, Julia. The video will also explain why I keep calling this tea with German bread. I'm just going to create so much confusion for anyone who's watching this that has no idea what I'm talking about. We are having a winter knit along of tea with jam and bread. And in my mind, that's something else, and I'm saying it wrong. So I hope that I haven't confused everybody. But Julia has shared a lot of really helpful links in case you're confused. Thanks for keeping me straight, Julia. All right, everybody, stay warm if you're somewhere that is getting pounded, and I hope you get a lot of really great knitting and crochet time. And then be sure you tune in next Tuesday, because I'm going to be showing off the Purl Talk trunk show. And it's just gonna, I know it's gonna blow your socks off. I don't even know what she sent, but it's gonna blow all of our socks off. So, oh, there is a yarn I think called Sexy Socks. Something like that. So come and check it out next Tuesday, 12 p.m. Pacific, right here, same place, same time. All right, toodaloo.